Like I came from a polygamous home because there was an entanglement with my father's ex-wife. My father was married and had kids with his first wife before he got married to my mom. They were legally separated before he got married to my mom. But because they had kids together, they were always coming to visit, even though we didn't even live in the same city. Even though they only came around for visits, there has never been any good blood. There's always this heat, there's always this distance. We didn't even relate well at all. When we lost my dad, I was still very young when we lost him.
What occupation makes a guy?
And I was still very young when we lost. After the burial, there was a very, very serious accident. I brought my sister to the UK to renew my marriage. Growing up, it looked like I came from a polygamous home because there was an entanglement with my father's ex-wife. My father was married and had kids with his first wife before he got married to my mom. They were legally separated before he got married to my mom. But because they had kids together, they were always coming to visit, even though we didn't even live in the same city. Even though they only came around for visits, there has never been any good blood. There's always this heat, there's always this distance. We didn't even relate well at all. When we lost my dad, I was still very young when we lost him. After the burial, there was a very, very serious argument. There's just bad blood, so we didn't grow liking each other. My mom only gave birth to 2 kids, which is my elder brother and I. The previous woman gave birth to 4 kids. So when I was in the university, I lost my mom. My stepmom also died, I think, when I was in the university. So both me, my stepbrothers and sisters, we've practically lost all our parents. So in the university, I met with my stepsister. We attended the same school, even though we didn't have plans to, but we met there. So we kind of reconnected a little bit. It wasn't instant, but we took our time and became close. Just like I beg, those things that happened is between our parents. Nothing concerned us. I agreed. I was like, nothing did this like. After all, we've lost all the parents. So we became friends, we were chatting. Sometimes she would even come to my house and stay the weekend. I was going to her place, going to her hostel. So we became friends kind of. I was now relating with her brothers and her sisters once in a while. So after university, we lost touch because everybody went their separate ways. We hardly talk. We chat once in a while. So I've been in this UK for almost 7 years now. So late last year, my stepsister that we went to school together started chatting with me on Facebook, I don't say. So I gave her my number and she said that it was an international number. She was like, you don't live us for this country. I was like, yes, now almost 6 years now, I don't come out. She was like, oh wow. So she started telling me about how she has been trying to come to the UK, all the plans she has been making and all of that. She sent me her documents, sent me a lot of things that she wants to leave. So I was happy for her, So now that she found out that I'm in the UK and she's also planning to come to the UK, we now became close back, We're always talking. She was telling me about her progress and all of that. So I told my husband, see, my stepsister, we went to school together. He was like, oh nice. So my husband said was in on it. He will ask her questions, she will ask her agent, So we started helping her, even financially. My husband and I sent money for her flight. Even though where she was coming to was not the same city with us, but it was not far from us. It was just like less than 1 hour drive. Initially, I told her that she could stay with us for a while to save costs, and then when she has saved up enough money, she can get her own place. When she came, initially it was beautiful, to have somebody around. My elder brother is not somebody I can call and be gisting with as a man. I beg, I don't get time for this kind of stuff, So when she came, we started gisting, talking about old people in the school. It was beautiful. She will help me in the kitchen. She's a very good. If I go to work, I leave children with her. She will go and drop them. She will go and bring them. Like, that relief of somebody helping you. I was so free. I was so happy. But that happiness did not last when I found out she was sleeping with my husband. At this point, she has stayed about 5 months with us when I found out. I didn't know when it started, but when I found out, I didn't know how to react. I was so devastated. I was so angry. I was now scared to even leave my children around her. What am I going to do? How am I going to confront my husband? How am I going to confront my sister? What if I shout now they poison me? I'm a very, very slow reactive person. I don't react immediately. I always think things through before I react, no matter how angry I am. After finding out she has been sleeping with my husband, I didn't say anything for extra 1 good minute. Since my husband was getting me from somebody else, if I just say no, he doesn't even bother anyone. He just goes to bed and sleeps. So I was just watching the both of them. So one day I engaged my husband in a chat. Started asking him questions. My friend just found out that her best friend is sleeping with her husband. What do you think? I didn't use the scenario of us, so you wouldn't know that I found out. There's nothing my husband did not say. So that man is a useless man. His wife has given him kids. What is he looking for outside the gate? I was just nodding my head and looking at her. So I asked my sister, Alpha, are you making any plans to get a place yet? Abi, you are still very comfortable here. She said, I'm very comfortable here, but I'm making plans to get a place.